Welcome everyone. This is going to be an important XRP update. In this video, we're going to talk about the most recent updates on the XRP Rich List. How many XRP do you actually need to be on the top 10% wallets? How many XRP do you actually need to be on the top 5% wallets, and so on. There has been some structural changes on the top holders on the XRP ledger, so we're going to be talking about this on this video. And second, we're going to talk about XRP price action. This is one of the most common questions I get on a daily basis. Do I still believe XRP is going to be trading below $1 in the next couple of weeks or months? Well, I'm going to be answering this question on this video, so if you want to know the answer for this question, make sure you watch this video until the end. We're going to go through the XRP charts, the most recent price action for BTC, which, by the way, I want to give you the most updated prices, by the way, by the time I'm recording this video, the 17th of July. So BTC is trading at $63,900. And in the last couple of days, we did have BTC above $65,000. So we did have short-term recovery, short-term relief for the crypto markets. But was this the end of the bear market, or do I still believe BTC is going to be retesting $59,000 and potentially XRP losing the critical support levels on the chart and enter another apocalyptic area? Well, in this video, we're going to be talking about these possibilities, but let's get started with XRP Rich List. Well, the first interesting fact about XRP Rich List is that the number of XRP that you actually need to be on the top 10% is decreasing exponentially. But not only the amount of XRP you actually need, but if we measure this list in dollars, then it's also becoming much more accessible to be on the top 10% XRP wallets. And because I do provide this update on a monthly basis, I was checking my old videos, and basically over 1 year ago, you would need more than 3,000 XRP to be on the top 10% wallets. And there is this one video I did about 1 year ago when XRP was trading above $3. You would need 2,800 XRP to be on the top 10% wallets. So look how interesting. About 1 year ago, if you would buy actually 2,800 XRP, that would be the equivalent of 8,400 euro, considering that XRP was trading above $3. In other words, you will need almost $10,000 to be on the top 10% holders. Today, this scenario has completely changed, so I have good news for people that are trying to climb on the XRP ladder. I think this is a massive opportunity. So to be on the top 10% XRP wallets, you currently need 2,154 XRP. So this number is decreasing exponentially. To be on the top 5% XRP wallets, you need about 7,500 XRP, which is similar to the amounts, considering in dollars, is similar to the amounts that you would need to be on the top 10% about a year ago. To be on the top 4%, that's about 10,000 XRP. To be on the top 3%, 14,000 XRP and 67. To be on the top 2%, 21,931 XRP. And to be on the top 1% XRP wallets, you need about 45,000 XRP. To be on the top 0.5%, you need about 80,000 XRP. To be on the top 0.2%, you need about 159,000 XRP. To be on the 0.1%, that's about 277,000 XRP. I do know people that hold more than that amount, which is quite interesting. And to be on the top 0.01%, you need about 3,722,000 XRP. 0.01%, this is likely institutional wallets. There's very few private XRP holders that have such a great amount of XRP. And also some of the founders like Brad Gardenhouse, Chris Larsen wallets, which, by the way, they were utilizing for on-demand liquidity, which is a strong signal of a liquidity shock on the horizon. So to join the XRP Rich List, I quickly did the math. It's about 2,154 XRP. Then, of course, if we multiply by the actual XRP price, which is trading at $1.09, in this case, all you need is about $2,347, and you instantly become a top 10% XRP holder. This is not a financial advice, but I 100% believe this can be life-changing in the future. And here is one interesting fact for the ones that are not based in Europe. Maybe you haven't realized, but it's quite interesting that XRP is currently trading below €1. Now let's talk about XRP price action. Do I still believe XRP is going to be trading below $1? Well, I have said 1,000 times I do not have a crystal ball, so I can't predict with 100% accuracy. But I'm going to be very honest, I'm not yet optimistic about XRP price action on the short term. As you can see, XRP is now trading very close to an important support level on the chart. We do have this yellow line here, which is about $1.05, which has been holding quite well for the past couple of weeks. But XRP has been revisiting this area multiple times, and let me tell you something. So the more times an asset revisits an important support level on the chart, the more likely it is that eventually it's going to lose this very same support level that is holding the chart together. And even long in BTC in the last couple of days, if you follow some of my trades on Substack, I do write very detailed articles. In fact, I have been talking about the possibility of BTC making a rally all the way up to $67,000 or $68,000. So of course, there might be some trading opportunities. We are experiencing a short-term rally, but we do have to understand something. The overall trend in the crypto markets is still bearish. So the overall trend is still bearish, and from my perspective, I still believe we're going to see XRP trading below $1 in the near future. At this point, I don't really care if XRP is going to be trading at $1.10, $1.15. What actually matters is the POC on the chart. That's called the point of control. Usually price action tends to gravitate towards the point of control. And hear me out, POC is not something overly complicated. That simply means the place where most trading activity took place. And on XRP's case, that's between 70 and 75 cents on the downside. But on the upside, that's actually sitting between $1.60 and $1.65. So what that actually means? Well, if XRP reclaims $1.60, well, in this case, the bearish claims are instantly invalidated. So I don't really care if we're going to see XRP at $1.20 or $1.30. What I really care is the POC. And in this moment, XRP is more close to 70 cents than it is to $1.60. And for BTC, although it might revisit $67,000, perhaps $69,000, what I'm really paying attention is to the critical support level that is currently sitting at $59,000. And if you follow my content, you know that I am not blinded by technical analysis. I pay attention to the geopolitical events. Currently, I am paying close attention to the military tensions in the Middle East. This doesn't affect only crypto markets, but of course, S&P 500s, gold, silver, it all affects the macro scenario. It's all involved. We can't look at the S&P 500 without looking at crypto. We need to expand our vision beyond technical analysis and understand that the macro scenario plays a pivotal role in the future of digital assets. And just to make this clear, I am not selling XRP. I'm not trying to trade XRP to increase my bags, to time the bottom, which is extremely difficult. I'm just waiting for more buying opportunities. I have liquidity sitting on the sidelines. I do have a huge XRP bag. That's what I can tell you. And no, I'm not considering to sell XRP. I remain 100% committed to hold XRP in the long term. And most importantly, I am bullish about XRP's future. And if you are new to this ecosystem, I think this is going to be one of the last opportunities to actually get XRP below $1. Not a financial advice. I want to know who are the real ones that watch the videos until the end. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to see you in the next video.